Hi guys, it's Brittany and welcome to the Paranormal Dimension. And today I'll be sharing with you something that happened, I think, I believe when this happened, this paranormal experience that happened about 2 months ago. Okay, I believe it was 2 months ago, around there. And now Now, of course, anything can happen with the paranormal. Anything like something that can move, um, something that you may hear or see, and it's probably something that happened right then and there. Like you see it and now it's gone. But with this one, this happened where I think I was just in deep thought. So what happened was, there was a day where I think I was, yeah, really deep in thought, about something, and then what happened was I had a water bottle. Um, I had a full water bottle, and it was right here, right on this tray that's next to my bed, and I hadn't opened it yet, and so I saw it shaking a little bit. But what's weird is that the bottle itself, um, I think shook a little bit, but then it was the water. It was mostly the water that I saw it, that it was shaking a little bit. And so when I saw this, because I heard the sound of it, but I also saw it as well. And so when I heard it, but when I also saw it, like the water shaking a little bit inside the water bottle, I remember I just looked at him like, okay. And and yeah, I remember thinking, okay, so what did that? What made the water, uh, what caused it to shake like that in the water bottle? So, and I thought, well, there was no earthquake because we don't get earthquakes in Arizona. And so, and so I was trying to think, okay, what was it? But then again, I know it hadn't been the air conditioner, because when I do have a water bottle near me on my tray, it never does that. So even if the air is on, like how it is right now, the so if I had a water bottle or even a soda bottle, it would not do that, cause it to shake like that, because I think for the air conditioner to cause the water bottle to shake like that, it would have to be strong. It would have to come in this room so strong where it would be blowing my hair, and where it would probably cause my water bottle to shake. But no, because when the air conditioner does come on, of course it comes in light, but of course if it's on for too long, it does get really cold. But it was not that. And I think at the time that the air was not on, so the air conditioner was not on, it was off. So, but then again, if it was on, it would not come into this room so strong where it'd be practically blowing me away. Maybe out of the room, or maybe up against, to the window of the room, and it would not. Because if it did came out strong like that, then yeah, I could see where then it would cause the water bottle for the water to shake inside. But no, I believe, I can't really say what it was exactly, because I didn't do anything either. I didn't even like accidentally hit my hand up against the tray, or even like if I lifted up my leg and my foot accidentally hit the tray and it caused the water to shake. I didn't. It wasn't me. I didn't either accidentally hit my hand or my foot up against the tray. No. So, because I was on my bed the whole time, and so my tray's just right there next to it, and but like I said again, when this happened, the water bottle had not had been opened, and it was filled to the top, and and just when I was just sitting down, just in deep thought, thinking about something, well, personal. I won't say what, but it's just something. Of course, all of us have those moments where we're thinking about something personal and we're in deep thought about it. So it was just one of those moments that I had to myself. But just when I was in that thought, in that deep thought of something, and that's what happened, where the water was shaking a little bit. Okay, the best example, the the best way I can describe it is Jurassic Park. Okay, of course, in the scene where they're in the car and you see this small glass. I don't think it's a glass. I think it's a small plastic uh, cup filled with water, but I don't think it was all the way up to the top. I think it was just to maybe a little bit. And so when you hear the T-Rex like walking, that's what you see, where the water shakes a little bit, because it's shaking because it's feeling the vibration of the T-Rex's footsteps. That's the best way I can describe it, except this happened only just one time. Yeah, this happened only just once when it happened, but it's kind of like that. So, and I remember that thought came to my mind too, but like, because yeah, I was joking around. I was joking with myself, thinking like, okay, for it to shake like that, I know it wasn't anything else that happened right now, physically, that would have caused that to happen. But I thought, okay, this reminded me of Jurassic Park, so I thought, okay, so is there a T-Rex here? Is there a T-Rex walking nearby, like a T-Rex spirit walking nearby, and maybe it's giving off vibration on the ground, and it's just causing the water to that it caused the water to shook a little bit in my water bottle. So it's like, I thought, oh, okay, could be that, could be there's a T-Rex walking nearby, and it's but yeah. And of course, I think we all know that fun fact, that what caused the water to move, to shake in the cup, was that someone had a guitar string, and they had to I think they did something with the guitar string, I think, to to move it, and that's what caused the vibration, that it was vibrating and it was shaking the water inside, and it, I think, caused even I think, I'm not sure if it was a ripple or it just shook, but yeah, it was. So that reminded me of that. But yeah, like I said, so when this happened, I thought, okay, I think there's a T-Rex nearby. But just joking with that thought. But when I really had to think about it, I thought, I think when this happened, when the water shook just a little bit, like I said, almost like similar to the scene of what we see in Jurassic Park, of how that water was shaking in the cup. So it did remind me of that, like similar. But so when I really came to think about it, I thought, I do believe this was something spiritual. And because I was in deep in thought of this personal thought, nothing bad, but just something I was just pretty much, daydreaming about, something that's just positive. And so just when I was in that thought of that, daydreaming of what I was daydreaming about, I believe that this is what I believe, that it was something spiritual that happened, that I believe someone, possibly a guardian angel, that was here in the room and probably was wanted to give me a sign, and it probably shook, made the water shook inside it of the water bottle. And I think just when I heard, because I even heard a tap, I heard like a slight tap on the bottle when that happened. So I believe when this happened, like I said, it could have been someone in spirit, or it could have been possibly an angel, a guardian angel that knew what I was thinking about, and that it wanted to give me a sign, and that it shook the water inside the water bottle to get my attention. And not only to get my attention, but I think even to, give me a sign, and maybe to even to let me know like what you're thinking about. Yes. So maybe it was a confirmation to, yes, of this, of what you're daydreaming about, and I know what you're thinking, and it will come, it'll happen. So I believe that that's what it meant. And so the thing is, I never had anything happen like that again, whether if it was a water bottle, or like maybe a soda bottle, or even like of my coffee, like one of my coffee mugs. That hasn't happened since. But the thing is, I've been on and off, through for so long, that I've always seen things that people would just think, oh well, this could have been anything. It's like, no, because if it was this, then this, then if it was this that caused this to happen, then it would have been this, or there would have been, there would have been something physical. It, if it was, or if it was this, then I would have known, So there's just some things that happen that it's not always like always this is that. No, because sometimes when something does happen, it's something that isn't always explained. And yeah, I would say this, that when something does happen, I do think of that. That's something I do question first, like, okay, so but I don't assume right away. I don't assume like, oh well, because this happened, I think it was this that just happened, or that. I just don't assume right away. I just ask myself first. I ask like, okay, so when this happened, okay, so could it have been this? So when I think of that, like the 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 logical questions, when I think of that, that's where I think, could it have been this? Could it have been that? So when I do think of those questions, I'm like, well, okay, well, if it was this, it would have been this if it was, if it was this, if it was that. And so I do go over that, but then when I do come around to, okay, wasn't either of these things that happened that caused this thing to happen, to move, or what, or made this sound. And so when I do come to, okay, what if it was something spiritual? And I'm like, well, okay, if it was, I wouldn't doubt it, because this happened the moment I was thinking of this, or the moment I was saying this out loud. And, because that happens. Because it happens where the moment you're thinking of something, and it could be either negative or positive, so it could be, if you're thinking something that's negative or positive, something could come up, something spiritual, maybe to tell you no or yes, in their own way. The same thing if you say it out loud. So if you say something out loud of something that's negative or positive, then something might happen. Like, I do believe that with the spiritual realm, that the guardian angels, that they will give you a sign and to tell you, I know what you said out loud, something that was negative, and I will let you know, no, it won't. Or something that you said that was positive, and yes. So they do that. They give us signs and messages to let us know, like, not to worry, or, to let us know, no, don't think negative, stay positive, and they just give us signs in their own way. And so, yeah, so that's what happened. But this is where I can't explain, because, like I said, nothing physical happened. There was no strong wind coming to my room that could have had that happen, because then there probably would have had been some kind of windstorm to happen. Or, it's not like I accidentally moved and my arm or elbow accidentally just hit the tray and it happened. No, because that is a different kind of shaking, But this shaking happened where I'm sitting very still on my bed, and I see the water shaking a little bit inside, but it's very similar to how the water was shaking in the cup of Jurassic Park. So it's quite similar to that. So because that happened when nothing else had happened to the tray physically, and just when I wasn't even touching it, and I was sitting very still on my bed in deep thought of this daydream that I had. And so because of that, that's why I know that it was something spiritual, to get my attention and to let me know of, just to let me know, like, just to give me a sign in their own way. So that's what I believe. And I believe that, yeah, that's what it was. So, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Ugh. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this paranormal video. So yes, of course, there are still gonna be more, and also, of course, I'll still be sharing my experiences, but also if you want to hear some other maybe paranormal stories, even like as well, I am thinking of sharing that as well, because when it comes to watching paranormal videos, even those who share their stories, I just find it, I mean, on one hand, it is scary, especially if it's something that's really dark. Of course, I find it so terrifying. but at the same time, I'm just like fascinated with all of it, with. But I will say this: when it comes to the dark side, that's where it really terrifies me. I'm like, oof, and I get chills. But when it comes to, say, the good experiences that are positive and everything, those are the ones I'm not scared of. And I'm like, wow, really? Like, that's so fascinating, you know? But yeah, when it comes to, like I said, the really scary ones, the ones that are so dark. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I do feel like it, even though it is interesting to listen to, but it's so terrifying to even know that those who have experienced that themselves, or those who might, you know what I mean? Even those that might get a little worse, or not a little, but maybe a lot, and that's just terrifying. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing as well. But um, yes, I will continue to share my experiences as well. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. So for more movie content, reactions, dreams, and the paranormal, subscribe and click on the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. That's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.